Hi guys, I'm back. I'm on the Tay River again. I'm on a lower section just above the falls. I stopped along a little creek that's running, and a few weeks from now it'll probably be dried up. So I thought this was kind of a good time to sit and really enjoy it before it's gone. I want to thank everybody for the response from the first video. It was really, it was a lot bigger than I had expected. I kind of thought if 100 people or so would watch that, I'd be pretty happy. Last time I checked, it was over 1,100. So I'm really happy with that, and I think that I'm certain that, or I'm sure probably not all 1,100 people did the meditation, but that's okay. Even if a small fraction did, I think for me that still represents a lot of people helped. And so today I thought I would do a meditation focusing on challenges, and or what I call challenges, and what other people call them are things like traumas, tragedies, bad luck. And I've had, we call them jokingly in my life, many of my friends call them the trauma cards, right? These kind of terrible things that people don't want to go through. And we have a lot, and I have collected a lot of these trauma cards. But I really think about them differently, I think, now than I would have kind of when all this started, before my cancer journey started. Before, I thought of them as things that you did everything you could to avoid, right? So all energy went to avoiding those big catastrophes, cancer, suicide, death, all of it. And now I really feel quite differently about them. So now I see them as challenges, difficult, hard, maybe not things that you would actively want. But there is real growth opportunity in those challenges. I know that I'm a better person, and I'm a better lawyer, and I'm just better all around, because of the trials and tribulations that I've had in my life. I don't regret any of them. I don't particularly want to do them again, but I don't regret them. And I can see now with hindsight how they really strengthened me, and how they allowed me to more fully enjoy my life. My life is better because of those trials and tribulations, because of those challenges. And it's actually really important. There's some science behind how it's really important, as far as your coping and processing, how you view the situation. If you view it as a challenge, something that you can better yourself from, something that you need to rise to, something that you can overcome, that your body internalizes that stress very differently, in a much healthier way. Versus if you see it as a tragedy, or a trauma, or some kind of ill fate, if you view it as something that victimizes you and makes you a victim, then your internal stress response is just so much more heightened. And I'm not great at explaining any of the science behind it. That's not my background. But there is a really good book. It's called Cured, C-U-R-E-D. I forget the name of the author because I'm terrible at names, but if you look on Amazon, Cured, and that book very eloquently explains the science behind it. It's kind of fitting that we're talking about challenges today. Today marks 1 month since my sweet husband decided to end his life. He died, of course, a day later, but today was the day I really believe that what made him Matt left this earth. And it was something that I feared for years. I really, the thoughts of losing him, especially in that manner, I feared losing him that way for at least for the last couple of years, and certainly since I was diagnosed terminal. And a lot of times when I would be doing my meditation, and I would say to the universe, I surrender everything to the universe, let the universe do what it wants with me, I would add in a little caveat, but don't take Maddie from me. And I really meant that. And it was only beginning of this year where I finally felt that I could say, okay, universe, do whatever you want to me. I trust that there's a bigger plan, that there's a point to it all. And I stopped adding the caveat of I can't lose Maddie. losing Matt was the hardest thing I've ever been through. And there's been so much light and beauty in the last month, but there's been a lot of sitting with sadness and processing sadness, processing what my life is like now without him. I always knew that he would leave a big hole, and he has. I don't want to sit here and pretend that, it's all frolicking through the forest. It's not. I accept the waves of sadness that come, and they do come, and I don't know when they'll end, but when they're coming, I'm sitting with them. So I don't want you to get the impression that when I talk about challenges that I'm being overly sunny or unrealistic, or I'm not dealing with some of the pain I carry. I am. I absolutely miss that man every moment of the day. But that doesn't mean I'm sad every moment of the day. I'm not. I'm happy most of the day. And it doesn't have to be either or. So I want today's meditation to really be about setting aside our fear of those challenges, of maybe being open to viewing them in a different way rather than just something terrible that's happened to us, growing through the healing. And this idea that, we do hard things, and you can do hard things while being happy, while being sad, that difficulty doesn't preclude happiness. And I think I don't know how it happened, but we've just been raised or trained, socially taught that, we're to avoid hard things, that easy is preferable. Easy is nice sometimes. I could use a little easy for the next little bit. But I don't regret the hard things in my life, because with a little bit of space to really look at it, I can see all the value, all of the growth, all of the happiness, all of the joy that's come from that difficulty. Losing Matt, hands down, hardest thing I've ever done. But if that was the cost, or that was the price of having him, of knowing him, of the life we built together, then I would pay it all over again. He was worth it. And that's how I think about a lot of these challenges. Cancer, mostly not fun. I shouldn't even say that. Sometimes not fun, but lots of benefits, lots of silver linings. I look back at my life that I've built now, and I barely recognize the person I was before cancer. And thank goodness, it sounds cheesy, but cancer really saved my life. Should have ended it, and instead it saved it. And I don't know what's going to happen with it, and I can't guarantee I'll always feel this way, but for today, having gone through a fair bit of trials and tribulations and challenges, I can tell you I would change nothing. I do believe this is my path. I believe everything I encounter is for a reason, whether for my growth or for another's. And I accept that I won't know how it all pieces together during this lifetime. And that's okay. Got enough to worry about. I don't need to figure out the big plan right now. So that's what we're going to work on today. This idea of opening ourselves up to challenges, to doing the hard work that we need to in our own lives. And from switching the lens, switching the lens and the dialogue from this is a terrible thing that's happening to me to this is a hard thing that I'm going to grow through. And that can be the loss of a loved one. That can be your own health. That can be a job loss. That can be any kind of difficulty. Anything that, you feel that dredge just building up in your stomach. It can be any of those things. And we're just going to, if you feel ready, there's always choice in all of this. If you don't feel ready, then you ask for assistance to become ready. in your own time. And we're just gonna chip away and work at that. And I'm gonna invite in the universe to guide me as to what that's gonna look like. The meditation itself is called the Holy Love 4 meditation. And in that meditation, basically the universe, God, whoever you want to, Jesus, God, whatever name you want to put on it. I like the universe. Substitute God, substitute whatever feels right for you. But I'm going to invite the universe to kind of guide me and direct me. And in the Holy Love 4 experience, the energy, whoever's listening to this, whoever invites in this process into their life, it will identify where you're at and what you need most at this particular time. And you can watch these over and over. You can watch the same meditation 100 times and get something a little bit different out of it each time. And the energy or the universe will evaluate each time you listen to this meditation where you're at and what you need. And so that's what we're going to do today. And I'm going to invite you now just to make yourself really comfortable. I'm going to move the camera to a nicer view than me just chit-chatting. Get situated here while you get situated. Now make yourself really comfortable. Start letting go of the busyness of your day and of your life. This time is for you and about you. And you deserve this time. So when a thought outside of this comes in about your day, just gently push it to the side. You'll get back to it after. Now close your eyes if you haven't already. And take a few slow, deep breaths through your nose if you can. If you have Reiki symbols, you can call them in now. And if you don't, that's okay. Take a few more slow, deep breaths. Just envision that oxygen just moving through all parts of your body. Just that slow, calm breathing in and out. Just reassuring every cell in your body that everything is okay. And if it's not okay, it will be okay. That at this moment, you are safe. And every cell in your body can relax and heal. Now imagine it's a beautiful sunny day. Imagine you're walking through a beautiful forest. As you breathe into yourself, imagine you're breathing in the life essence of the forest. And with each step that you take, imagine the energies of the earth are flowing up through the bottoms of your feet. As you walk along, allow yourself to experience the trees, plants, flowers, and grass, and to merge with the life and the harmony and the peace of the forest. As you continue to walk along, you notice that up ahead it's getting lighter, and you realize you're coming to the edge of the forest. As you leave the forest, before you is a beautiful river. This is the river of life. There are beautiful flowers growing along the river. And there's a path following alongside the river. You feel drawn to follow the path alongside the river. Eventually, you come to a bend in the river. There's a light breeze blowing, causing the surface of the river to have small ripples. The sun is shining off the rippled surface of the water, creating a glittering, shimmering light. And you realize this is no ordinary light. It is a spiritual light coming from the highest heaven. You allow the light to enter your soul. Allow the light to guide you. If you haven't already, allow yourself to be guided into the river of life. Feel the water move around you. And notice how safe and secure you feel. You realize that the water is warm and inviting. And that you have total freedom to explore the river, both above and below. You can move freely in this river without fear. There is no fear in this river, only love. Take time now to explore the river. As you explore the river, you realize how profound your safety is, meaning you are safe here. With that sense of security, you are now open to face whatever challenges you have chosen for yourself. And you take comfort in knowing that before you were born into this life, that your soul chose these challenges based on your soul's desire to grow and mature and expand. You are not a victim of your circumstance. You are on a journey with specified challenges chosen by you for your own growth. Those who cause you suffering are nothing more than tools. Tools to aid you in your personal growth. And when you no longer need those tools, you can simply walk away from them. You merely need to set that tool down and walk away, thanking it for the experience, but letting it know you no longer need it. There is no need to hate. There is no need to regret. And you do not need to justify what they did. You don't need to condone it. You just need to learn what you can from the challenge. And let the tool go the wayside. As you move through the river of life, you feel the water move around you, washing away your layers of fear, regret, self-incrimination, self-hatred. Allow those to wash away. Allow the river to release you of that now. Ask the universe, if you feel ready, to show you what does not serve you any longer. And if you feel ready, ask the universe to release you of it and it of you, and allow the river of life to simply wash it away. What no longer serves you. As the river and the universe releases you of those negative attachments, of those burdens, we invite in the light of self-love, the light of peace, the light of quiet confidence that there is a reason. And the comfort that these challenges have been chosen by us for a specific reason. Ask to be shown that reason now. And if you feel so guided, invite the universe to guide you through these challenges, to line things up so that even in the midst of our greatest challenges, we have quiet confidence and eternal peace. Eternal and internal peace. Allow that peace to move through every cell of your body. Allow that confidence to move to every cell in your body. And take a moment to thank your body, your cells, your soul, for all that they've done to bring you to this day. all the challenges, whether public or quiet, that you have faced. Thank your core. Thank your soul for all that you have gone through and all that you have healed through. If you feel so guided, allow the universe, allow God to help you assist, help you decide what challenge to face and how to face it. Surrender to the universe. And let go of your fear. Let go of your fear. Let go of your fear. Where that fear once was, invite in hope. Invite in peace. Allow that hope and confidence to guide you now. You may remain in your meditation for so long as you feel guided to. But when you're ready, bring your attention back to your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths through your nose. And if you have a few moments, sit down and just write whatever comes to your mind. Don't think about it, don't edit it, just free write for a few minutes. Allow out whatever freely flows. You might be surprised of the insight you gain. You can listen to this meditation as often as you'd like, whenever you feel fear or interpretation about an upcoming challenge or struggle.